The Spot Podcast. We here with Nikki again, Miss Nikki. You know, y'all gotta watch out for her. She get y'all. And your boy, your real one. So you know, we here again. We just chilling, waiting on our guests.
Yes. Dope guest too, y'all.
There you go.
Dope.
Makeup artist. I don't know as far as what type of makeup she does.
Makeup mogul in the making. Her name is Beauty by Caprice, and it's like got her own line, lip glosses, like eyeshadow. She's dope. She's the
okay.
truth.
So now I see what kind of
she's like a
makeup artist
yeah.
she is. She's not one of those ones that'll dress you up like a tiger and shit.
She's not even a makeup artist. She's a makeup creator.
Makeup creator.
So she does. I'm sure she does makeup for people, but so she's actually a creator of.
Will she create the colors?
Yeah, like she actually has her own line. Like she created a line. That's what it is. Beauty by Caprice. It's a whole beauty line of like lip gloss.
Check this out, guys.
Eyeshadows.
Check this out now.
She's popping. Check out her Instagram, Beauty by Caprice. It's
Beauty by Caprice.
She's very pretty. So what were we talking about before you went? I was telling you a story, wasn't I?
You was, and then I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. It's all good. You said we were going live, so.
Go live, you know.
So the story was. You're so funny. The story was that, like, my homeboy was telling me about him and his friend and how they were opposites. And he was like, hey, I'm, you know, the one who doesn't want to be in a relationship. And I'm the one, and he's the one that wants to be in a relationship. And then he was saying how his homeboy was always finding something with the women he dated that was, like, an issue. Like, oh, I don't want to say it because he might be watching this.
No, you got to say it now.
No, he told me that one of the girls he dated, he said her vagina was too loose, and that was the reason why. Is that a thing? Can I ask? Okay, sidebar. Is that a thing? Like, if you're with a woman, right? I mean, you've been married for a long time, so I'm not saying, but you've been with other women before, so I'm saying, like, is that a thing? Is that like loose?
Well,
vagina walls. I mean.
There is, but it's not because of what we think it is. We think it is because, you know, she's been hoeing around, right?
Babies come out of there too. That causes.
But that's
what is causing loose?
Okay, one, if we go to the medical field of it.
Okay, because you know you're the.
Okay, yes, brain. You're right. You know, as far as you know, you got intercourse going on, and then you got child coming out, and then just whatever. And there's times where it can just lose its retention.
Really?
Yeah.
So it literally loses its elasticity. It doesn't snap
Your whole
back.
uterus can drop and fall.
So no snapback. No
snapback, right. And so there's times, so we'll have the suture or something, tighten it up, whatnot. There's that. But there's also, you know, the misconception of what loose is.
Okay, and see, I'm not sure if it was just I'm not calling him ignorant because, you know, he's the homie or whatever. Not him, but like his friend too. He's actually my host. But what
I'm about to say though, it puts more benefit of the doubt for the women because like a lot of men don't understand like the anatomy of a woman.
Right, that's true.
So for example, when a woman gets, you know, aroused and moist, wet, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So that can also dilate her more.
Oh, so that can make her. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think I've heard that before, actually. That a woman will expand when she's, you know. That makes sense.
I mean, it got to, you know what I'm saying? You about to get ready for something, you know?
Depending on what's coming, girl. Woo!
Right. And it's not, and depending on how aroused you get.
Right.
That's where, like, some guys are like, yo, damn, she was wet. Well, she was
really.
Is
that loose, though?
No, but it can feel like that because of the fact that she's super aroused and wet and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? But there's that misconception, though. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it ain't, she's just
Let's just be clear. This was not a sex ed lesson, y'all. I was literally just saying that was one of the reasons why he said he dumped this girl, which I thought was absolutely retarded. She said, "Oh, she's here. Let me go get her."
Yeah.
She's here, guys.
We gotta break up the session real quick while I eat some more pecans. Yo, you finna check out this guest. Excuse me, I have a pecan in my mouth. But we finna check out this guest now. This next guest, I mean not next, it's our first guest. Like we said, she does makeup. So we finna check this out. This is somebody she knows, Nikki knows, and Invite her on the show. We finna check it out.
Y'all too. Welcome.
Yes, hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Miss
How you doing?
Caprice.
Hello.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, man?
So yeah, girl, we're already live actually, and
Uh-oh.
we started podcasting ahead of time, but we are going to intro you, so we don't
Okay.
want to like take away from your shine or anything.
Oh, you can go ahead
I'll
and
have
sit
you
right
sit
here,
over
bro.
there.
Everybody, this
I'm
is.
gonna intro you in. I want to intro you.
Oh, we already. You might as
Oh,
well.
you already
Everybody already see her. You know what I'm saying?
Go sit down. Because I literally was like, I want to introduce her and like, tell everybody who's
Yeah, we
coming.
started live. You know, if you came early, you know what I'm saying? We did
I'm so
all
sorry.
that. Nah, you good though.
And don't even pay him no mind. He be late too, so don't even pay no mind.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So we have the lovely Miss Caprice, Beauty by Caprice. Like I told you, makeup mogul right here. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Literally on her way. Like she coming for L'Oreal, all y'all. You don't even trip. She on her way.
Speaking.
Yeah, okay, already manifesting this. So my sister's
You know,
doing her thing. So we about to get into it real quick. So say hey to the people.
Hello, people.
We're
What's
so
up?
excited
What's
to have
goody?
you here today.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so
excited.
glad. And you brought us some products, right? Some stuff to look at. Did you?
I did. I'm totally
See?
unorganized, but it's here.
It's
got
all
it.
good.
All
We don't mind.
right. So before we get to all that, tell us where you from.
I was born and raised here in Las Vegas.
Born and bred in Las Vegas,
Yes,
huh?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33.
Don't
Yeah.
she look young now?
She
Look
do.
at her.
That's why I asked.
That's
And
my
she got-
baby
she
back
got a
there,
son
yeah.
over
When I
there
looked at him, I
taller
said, "Is
than
that your
her.
brother?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, that's your
That's
son."
my-
That's why
Okay.
I asked. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
she got a grown man over
I'm
here.
trying to say,
Tell
he
me about
walked
it.
up
Tell
like-
me about it.
He walked up like, "Hey, what?" I was like, "Wait a minute now, brother man."
That's what he said. He when we were getting out of the car, he's like, "Do I really gotta? Boy, you security. What you think?
You gotta
I
take
did?"
care. You gotta make sure to keep them off me now.
You security.
Keep them
Yeah.
off me, son. That's
funny.
your job. That's what you do, boo.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Miss Caprice, tell us a little bit about like what you do. Tell the people about what you do. I know what you do, but tell them. What you
Okay, so this is always a challenge for me because it's a beauty business, but really we're just starting out. So right now we're selling on the website. I do local pop-ups and whatnot.
Right.
Right now I've got eyeshadows, lip glosses, eyelashes, eyelash glue. But the goal is to
That's
be,
when we go into it.
yeah, we gonna be the black-owned Sephora, Ulta. Like we coming for them.
Oh, you coming for the makeup stores? You trying to do that business?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes,
That's super
that's
dope.
what we're trying to do.
Look, she told me that you make these colors, you know, and all that. So is that true?
So I do make my lip glosses.
Okay,
Which,
so you make the lip gloss.
Yes. If I knew how to make, I
I was half right, y'all.
really and truly, that's gonna be like, cause we got 3 businesses, you know, that wrap into the beauty. But you know, at some point, I do want to become a manufacturer of you know, my products because you know, right now I got to deal with people overseas, and you don't know.
What
You
they
know.
doing in there? What are we putting in that?
Not only that, it's not even that what they're putting in it, but just dealing with them
Just that
logistically.
Yeah, just the interaction probably.
And
is
you
really
thinking I'm a fool, and I'm not.
She's like, I'm not ignorant. Thank you. Don't let it fool you, honey.
yeah. They have put a hold on some of my things. I'm sorry, I came late,
Girl, no.
and I gotta just dig
You
for
are
things
so fine,
as
honey.
you
We're
go.
good. We don't judge over here.
Yeah.
You had
You
to
said
spot
they
so
put a
feel
hold on
comfortable.
your stuff.
Yeah, so like this is my lip gloss. Oops, I got a little piece of hair wrapped up in there. That's my lip gloss. The container that it's in, I had issues getting because this container is a different color than the one that it originally. Hold on, I have my tester here that I'm digging for. Let me get all of my calendars
Get
and
your
stuff.
preparations
Yeah,
together,
people
girl.
make
It's
We
all
done put her
good.
on the spot, you know.
We
what I'm
really
saying?
did, and that's what it is. Like we have to, let her get prepared and get
Yeah,
everything together.
yeah, I
But it's
try.
all good. We don't judge. We're good.
So you made the color and everything for this?
Yeah, I made the color.
That's awesome.
What's the
Wait a minute, you taking that on the Sherry?
No.
Kavari, can you bring
It's
that box
Sherry.
over here, please?
Sure.
Cheryl.
I was like, who's Sherry?
I'm gonna call her Sherry. That's my girl.
I got
That's my
questions.
girl. Look.
No, but is this like a flavor or anything?
A flavor?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna let you taste it in a second
She
here.
said I'm gonna let you taste it.
Okay, so
I ain't
first
even
thing-
trying to put no makeup
And it's
on
like,
now.
You know what?
But
It's
I'm,
plumping,
you know,
y'all.
I gotta ask
For
questions.
those of you with very
though.
small lips, this plump.
So
and
the thing
It
about
plumps
it
your
is,
lips.
it's I have
How
to
does it
make
do that?
make people aware that
put
it,
like the stuff in it.
it does have a plumping agent, but it's not gonna make your lips like 3 times bigger type of plumping.
You know what? I know because
It-
I didn't try so many of those just to see because my lips was already kind of like you know what I'm saying, girl. I was
But
literally-
there is a brand out there that's called Too Faced Lip Injection, and
I
if
do
you
know
put
Too
that
Faced.
on, yeah,
it makes your lip blow
Oh
up.
yeah, oh
Ooh,
yeah,
girl,
it will.
I'm gonna be over there like this.
Let's see it.
So
Oh, am I
This
trying
got-
this on? Wait, I
this
need a
ain't- This ain't
napkin.
the plump.
No, this
No,
is just
this
regular.
is
But I
not.
need a napkin though.
oh dang,
If I'm about to try, you got a napkin?
No, you had to go to the bathroom and get them.
Oh,
Dang.
see,
There was a
we're
paper
not prepared.
towels too.
Wait,
where's
okay, I
the
think I'm
bathroom?
Right
Right
way
outside
out there.
the
Don't
door.
worry about it. I'm gonna put it over because
You
my
can
lips
go
are
grab
already
it.
gone.
Can you please go grab us some toilet paper, please?
No, it's just paper towel. Hey, the code. Hey, bro. Hey, G. The code is 4470.
Okay, so we gonna wait on that because I don't
So-
want to put it on
Wow,
without.
I don't
hers.
want this.
No. You can put it on your hand and smell it.
Oh no, I ain't doing. Oh, I thought you said.
Yeah,
You doing a makeup?
smell it.
You're doing a makeup mogul, and you don't want to put it on your hand.
Oh, you
don't
gonna
know.
go outside the door and to the left?
Cheryl might actually.
and
like
and
it.
what's the code?
You know, you could do. This could be a
Okay.
nice little birthday present
It
for your
smell like
wife.
something I can't tell what.
I'm trying to figure
Almost
it out.
like a,
Let me see. Let me see.
almost like a pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
But I could be
And
wrong.
you're close. It's the right color.
Peach.
I can't. Really.
It's like a orange creamsicle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Now
So-
when you
I
said
can
it,
see.
like
Now I can
yeah,
see it.
Yeah. So I put some orange oil in there and also some lavender. So it's supposed to be really relaxing, but it has a really good scent to it and it tastes good too. Of course you don't. But if you have to, let's just say
taste a
kiss it
little
or
bit.
something.
Okay, you be like,
you can
go
taste
suck
the
So you ain't gonna
creamsicle.
poison old
Be like,
boy,
suck
huh?
my lips.
Nah,
sir.
this is I ain't got nothing but sweetness. I don't.
Well, you done said you 4470.
Put it in your phone. 4470.
Literally, this is some suck on your lip gloss.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep it
Well,
going.
I'm
brother.
playing the dude role. Playing with makeup and shit. I gotta ask crazy
I'm
questions.
like, go and suck on the
Yeah.
bottom lip.
What
tastes
was
like-
crazy?
No, I'm saying I gotta ask the crazy
He's
questions.
gonna ask more intense questions. Don't worry. It
Okay,
comes with
okay,
it comes
okay,
with as the
okay,
interview
okay.
continues. So, like, really, Caprice, even with me, I don't know your history in regards to how you got into makeup. Like, what's the backstory? Since we're
Yeah, what inspired
Yes,
you?
girl. What got you into
Okay. So I kind of have a history of being in the makeup industry. My auntie, she's been in Mary Kay since the 90s, and she's really, really successful. Like, she started plenty of teams.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's I kind of watched her when she started blow up, and I saw the work she put in to get there. And so
Thank you,
naturally you would think that I would go into that field, and I do I appreciate the Mary Kay, what they stand for, their values,
The brand.
and they also have good skincare product. But it always lacked what I wanted. I wanted the fun stuff. I wanted color. I wanted makeup. They're more so skincare, yeah. And then not only that, but it was also, I felt like there was a lack for women of color.
melanated
You
women,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
usually.
And so when I turned 16, I ended up working at Macy's.
Okay.
And I made my way up from...
And it's nice and like
Yeah.
see, and it has like, you know what? It's weird to me because when I do lip glosses and stuff like that, I'm always looking for that like kind of softness to it, like because some of them can be very, very gummy and they can be like overbearing. Hers just glides on, and then it really absorbs into the lip, which I like that. I'm a big lip gloss person. I love a good lip gloss, and a little bit of pop of color with it too is always perfect. So for me, girl, this would be a definite go-to. I'd be all over this like whoop, whoop, real
And,
fast.
and that's the thing.
I love
I'm
it.
very intentional with how I created these because Me, I can do a full face beat, but I cannot wear lipstick. If I put lipstick on, I blot it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just to give that color
I'm a
pop.
lip gloss girl for sure.
Me
so
too.
this is the other one I want you to try.
Okay, I'm ready.
And this one,
I'm excited now because I'm like, woohoo! Because see, I
Let me
never
see if
got
you
to
can
try
guess
your
what that
products.
is.
I always had to like, we
Yeah.
just did the pop-up thing when we went and met, but I never got to
There's
actually.
a spice in there.
yeah, that's spicy, right?
So that's like a sexier one
Oh.
then. I see. I'm very excited.
I want to say apple spice, yo.
Apple
Put it on your
spice.
It's a spice. I just can't
It's
tell.
the
Like cinnamon something.
There you go.
I
what?
would-
It's
a what?
cinnamon and clove.
Okay.
And clove is my jam.
See, I
That's one
almost
of my
said
favorite
paprika,
oils
but I ain't want-
that I use. Yeah, I use clove for everything. So
Yeah.
I absolutely.
I just got put onto the clove oil for toothaches.
Oh yeah.
I had my braces readjusted, and back here in the back, it was killing me one day.
And
And,
somebody
I
told
went
you.
on ahead and I Googled it, and I took a Q-tip and some clove oil, and within 5 minutes, I couldn't feel it.
Girl,
Yeah.
and it gets rid of ants too. So if
Oh,
you ever
I
have
didn't
like
know
ants
that.
or anything like that, just put it in a spray bottle, dilute it, spray, gets rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am,
Well,
girl.
now I know.
I'm
Summer's
telling you.
coming.
Okay,
So
and then they on
those
their way
ants will
too.
be
look.
on their way. So what were we saying?
About this one, the cinnamon clove.
Oh yeah, the cinnamon clove. And I was gonna tell you, you were in the family because you know cinnamon, clove, it all goes when
With
you're
that
doing
spice.
a apple pie and all that. It
Yeah.
all goes together.
See, the thing is, for me, I would just be smelling this all day. Like I'd just be putting my lips to like. I just need to smell. Like I love the smell.
Very addictive. This is
Ooh.
surprising. That's what surprised me though. Like this is my number one seller. Like
That
when
makes-
I do the pop up shops, that's what
Goes
makes
on.
my
Is
money.
that this one?
Yeah.
That's
So
yeah.
this one I haven't released yet. Y'all are the first ones. Well, no, the second ones to try
You get
it.
a little exclusivity
Yeah, y'all
in
are the
there.
second
I
ones
love
to
that.
try it. Yeah.
So is
this-
it called orange creamsicle?
No. It's actually called Flamingo.
Nice.
All of my, except for Mauve Cool, but like my eyelashes and whatnot, they all have Vegas themed names. You know, just to pay
Like
homage
to
to
the
my team.
hotel, the
Yeah.
flamingo. That's so cute.
So this one, these are my eyelashes, and these are called the Vegas Party Pack.
oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Look, she paying homage to her city, y'all. She's trying to put Vegas on the
Yeah,
map. Y'all
and
better
then-
respect that.
Then I got some that are called Stardust. Ooh.
After the casino. Aw, and this,
Stardust.
you went to the old school ones too, though.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah. And then these is homage just to the two sides because, you know, I was born and raised in the hood here in Vegas. I'm a Northtown girl.
So-
but, you know, a lot of my family is from the West Side as well. So I got West Side Fly and then another pair that's called Northtown Girl. So,
Okay.
Yes.
So you got a whole line for the lashes.
Yeah,
girl. What
yeah.
are you wearing today?
oh, so these I haven't even pulled out yet. Today, what do I have? Oh, so these are the West Side Fly XXL. So these are the larger version of
those.
these.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, because you know these I chose for like the more professional look.
Where
you
you're
know,
not going out, but you're kind of going to work.
Yeah,
yeah.
you want something that pops, but not
Not
too
quite.
poppy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I got these for. But then I had a lot of girls that were like, "I need the boom bow pow." So I was like,
I need the
Here
spider
you go.
legs. What's going
exactly,
on?
exactly. I need the fans. I need to fly away. So I got them for them, you know. But the crazy thing is, you know, I kind of have always been like, I want to keep it classy. But now I'm addicted because, like, I did my eyeshadow today. And normally I would throw something like this on so that I could show
What
the
your eyeshadow looks like?
But I just always gravitate to these big lashes now. I'm like, dang, I done messed
You
up.
done got look.
Yeah, I done messed
You
up
got
and
me.
took the classy out of myself.
Nope,
But-
still though, because yours don't even. I mean, they're larger, but it looks good. Because you know, some people, girl, like that. What is that? That TikTok where they had the. It was like a piece of paper and they shredded it up, and they
Oh
were like,
Lord, I'm never
You
on
know,
TikTok,
girl.
but I can only imagine. I've
It
seen
was
plenty
a
of
mess.
memes. Yeah.
So yours look very classy still, even though they're
Thank
larger.
you.
So you did
Thank you.
good,
You
girl.
wear- you wear
and I can see the
eyelashes?
eyeshadow too. I don't, because you know what the problem is? My eyes will probably be glued shut. Because I'm really bad with stuff like this.
Oh dang, you're not that bad. I see your eyeshadow looks good.
You know, yeah,
So
because
you can see.
I watched some videos, you
Uh-huh.
know, and I've been on YouTube and I tried to learn a little something. I was like, well, hey, I know how to put that and do that. But even I can't do a cat eye. What I look like trying to glue on the lash. Girl, I'd be done. It'd be over here. Want to be up there.
She said she too clumsy for all that.
I'm not I'm a makeup person, but it stops somewhere. I have limitations.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm not
Respect
even
to all of y'all who do know how to do it.
no,
What if you got with somebody who did showed you how?
What you mean?
Would you do it then if somebody showed you how?
Eyelashes?
Yeah.
Probably not. I'm not. I just don't. For me, it doesn't work. I'm one of those that if I feel anything on my eyelashes, I be wiping stuff. Yeah, I be wiping makeup off on accident. I be forgetting this on my face. I'm just bad about it. So if you're like the type that wears makeup and it's a consistent, for me, I do it when it's necessary. And so if you see me at home on a Monday or a Tuesday before I come here, ooh, wow.
Yeah,
totally different.
If you ask any of my friends and family, they'll tell you I didn't start wearing lashes until I started selling them.
Which is good to promote herself.
Well, because I have naturally long lashes and I just never needed to wear eyelashes.
Well, I'm saying as far as why did you start?
Why did I start wearing? Oh, because I had to sell them.
Oh, okay.
And people want to know what your product look like. They like so.
And then not only that, because I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You know, this packaging, like people look at it and they are not really sold by the packaging. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know, the eyelash industry. Everybody is selling eyelashes, and they all come in these little fancy packaging and all that. And I just didn't want to go there. I like what I like. And so the reason that I wear mine is so that they know, like, don't judge this by what it looks like. Look at it on me. Because when I put these lashes on, like, they look good. And people are always like, that's those that you're wearing? And I'm like, yeah. And then when they try them, they're like, oh, I love them. I love your lashes. But just looking at them in this pack, people will. It doesn't. But, you know, there's a reason why it's in this packaging as well. So
of course it makes sense.
You know, I'm a save the earth type of girl as well. So
you're green.
Yeah.
Go green, guys.
So I try to keep things as simplistic as possible, which is
good.
Yeah. So let me pull these out. Cause this is like my eyeshadows, right? Nice. And you know, you don't see this. Those? No, I didn't create. I picked them out.
Okay.
So you picked up the actual template.
And that's something you sell?
Yeah. I went to a manufacturer, you know, picked them out. But I like the fact that you're able to take them out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so the way that it works is, like, I have two collections.
Okay.
Where I made sure these colors went. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's in here. Thank goodness. Okay. I was going to say, this is my little vending box. I just grab it, and it has everything I need in there to sell.
Right, exactly.
So anyway, I have these two collections because these colors go together. You can,
interchange them.
Yeah, you can use this color with that color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I made sure that they actually match with each other well. But let's say you don't want to do the blues. You want to mix these browns with some of these pinks.
You can move
That's
them out.
why you can't. Well, yeah, I have it to where you can buy it as a collection on the site, or you can buy it as a single. Okay. So you can get, pick and choose which color you want. That's and then also, because I've been a part of the makeup industry for a long time, and I know that a lot of us women, we go out and we buy these $60 palettes. Excuse me, and we only use 2 or 3 of the shadows.
That's true.
And I don't know about y'all, but I be cussing after that. I'm like, I can't use half of these colors in here. I can only use 3, and I done paid $60 for 12 eyeshadows. So I just kind of wanted to change the game a little bit. This is nothing new under the sun, because back in 2007, this was the popular way to do it, to pick and choose your colors and
Mac
add
did
them.
it, right?
Yeah. So that was,
that.
But I think we got to get back to that, because it just can't. We just got to such a wasteful way. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do something different, take it back a little bit.
So you're still conserving too, because like you said, it becomes very wasteful when you have this product.
Exactly.
And you're not able
turn
to.
the air conditioner on.
Please. And you're not able to kind of do, you know what I'm saying, like what you want. Because like you said, I have so many palettes.
Yeah.
From like Juvia's place and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And she had, but you know what's funny? She uses like the same colors over and over again. If you ever notice, like, so I'll go in like one palette and it'll be like that purple from this one, that one, this one, that one, that, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, I have that already. So if I would have probably purchased this palette, I would have preferred to probably have gotten different things to give me some variety. Because like you said, I have 10 palettes here.
Exactly.
But they all contain this blue or this purple. So what you're doing is really innovative in the sense of it's bringing it back to where you get the choice.
Yeah.
And with makeup, it's important because every color don't look good on everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, girl?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
That's dope. I love it. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm glad that you like it.
I'm excited because I have not seen the makeup stuff at all. I kind of never saw you vend or anything.
Yeah.
I just met you at the Poppin' Marketplace.
And I think when you saw me, I had just got off of work.
Yeah.
And I was probably looking crazy that day.
No, not any crazier than me. I think I was coming from.
She said, I think I was looking
from
crazy
somewhere.
that
So
day.
I definitely didn't get the lashes and the makeup.
Yeah.
But I have followed your Instagram and I've watched you do photo shoots and I've watched you do makeup tutorials and
So
stuff.
you
it's
do
so
the
fun.
you put the makeup on the individuals when you do the shoots, or you just
See, this is the thing. Let me take a piece of this.
Of
And
course.
I also, do you mind if I try Miss Monique's?
Please, yes. She does the
I-
pop-ups with her.
I don't-
So
I don't,
they do it at the same pop. She does
Really?
it with you. She comes to Poppin'
I
Marketplace.
know
I
that.
don't even eat
Yes.
pecans, but them motherfuckers.
Oh,
Yes.
she turned you.
Turn
Okay.
Flipped them
I
over.
told her
She was
before
here
she
last
even brought
week.
her, I was like, yo, I don't eat nuts, yo.
I saw the episode.
Did you watch it? See, yeah, she converted them over, and I'm like, come on now, trust
Yeah, you
me.
see the bag almost gone. I was
Uh-huh.
And still ain't
These
took it
are
home
good.
to his wife. Still ain't.
Does
took
she
it.
have multiple flavors?
like,
Or is
yeah.
it? Okay.
You want cotton candy? We get you cotton candy.
Ooh, no.
You want what you want? We
They
get
have
you what you
maple,
need, girl.
cinnamon maple, what is it? Salt and vinegar. She has honey.
She got
has
spreads.
the candy, like you know, topped ones,
Uh-huh.
like where she puts caramel on it, chocolate, whatever,
That,
like that.
That
She got a
sounds
lot.
like me.
It's really actually like looks dope and amazing. I've never tried the top. I don't think I've ever tried the top ones.
Mhm.
She has apple cider vinegar ones, like all that stuff. She's the truth, girl. I think
Yeah.
some samples
Right.
in that bag. Let me go over here. Hold on. See, Monique, we shouting you out again, boo.
Right.
We got you on the blast, honey, because I'm gonna take some out of his thing since he ain't took them home yet.
No, you can't have none.
I can. Mine at home. I wish I had something to give her here. I think this is cinnamon.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I
See the
don't
She
little-
has samples.
The little dope baggies, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like, you gonna be a fiend, now you gotta go and do
She
I
really
don't
whipped
want
it
to
out
take
on me like
this.
this.
Are you
Go
okay
ahead.
with me
Go ahead.
eating this?
He
Okay.
is good. You want to try one, boo? You'll like it. It's
God, you love the
These
check.
are actually my favorite. So she knew to bring these because she was like, these convert. I think these are candy ones.
Okay.
So these are candy, but those actually are like the cinnamon candy ones, I believe. Very good. So
This is what I'm getting.
okay.
They
I'm not trying to
good, yo.
tell you. I said that cinnamon
But-
is the truth, girl.
But on another thing though, like you don't put the makeup on the artist or anything like that, or
So,
back to the.
this is the thing. People want me to be a makeup artist
Mhm.
for years and years and years, friends and family, be a makeup artist, and every time I try to go for it, I always pull back. It's just not something that I necessarily, I want to say I enjoy, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy, like when I do someone's makeup, I do enjoy it, but it's just not something that I want to do. So if I'm doing somebody's makeup, it's like as a favor, or people do pay me to do their makeup, but it's like I really gotta like you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. Cause I
All right,
you okay?
Girl, I laughed and then I choked on a pecan. Excuse me. I'm here.
And you know what? I think that also might be the reason why I don't want to be a makeup artist, is because I'm always doing it for people that I know. And there's those hiccups of them being late and stuff, and those are the type of things that keep me from
oh,
wanting
don't
to be.
don't even worry about it.
Let other people deter you.
People
girl.
gonna be late regardless. I mean, you were late.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
How you put you on?
No.
But
One
no,
of the things is
no,
y'all
like
gonna
a
find
lot of
out
our
that
guests are
I'm very hypocritical.
A lot of our guests are
It's
late.
all good.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
late.
We all hypocritical in some shape, form, or fashion.
Indeed, we are.
Yeah.
That is true.
But you looking at somebody who will own it. Do as I say and not as I do. It's my motto.
I mean,
Son, are you listening? No, I'm just playing.
Oh, he don't care.
Nah, I'm just playing,
Please.
girl.
trust me, there's been several times, being in surgery and shit, we like, don't do what I'm doing.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Oh Lord, what are you doing in surgery?
I'm not
He's a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I'm a surgical
I'm
tech.
But when you say don't do what I'm doing, well,
I know.
Lord
What
have
surgery are
mercy,
you
like-
doing? What are you working on? Look, like, what surgery is that?
No, it always deals with sterility.
The sterilizing of things? Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you said sterility, that was like a
Like, because
complex
it's
word
a whole
that you
process in setting up the OR, and sometimes you have to get fully gowned and all that shit. But because like most surgical techs like myself, we went through school and all this other shit. So like, there's ways of doing it and keeping it sterile without having to get fully gowned, and then you're like, yo, I gotta take this shit off and waste shit because everything that we put on being billed on you. You know what I'm saying? So the more times I gotta sit here.
Oh, the person? The patient?
Everything I put on, yo, everything.
Oh,
I could sit here, open up a small ass toothpick, yo. You get charged for the fucking toothpick.
Oh, I believe it.
But that's what's sad about the medical field, man. They make it seem like it's really for the people, man. And that shit isn't nothing but a
Well, I mean,
business.
that's why I told you I was suffering. That's why I was like, you like the outside source. Well, it's a whole deal. I'm telling you, and especially when they talk shit to you. But yeah,
We can go deep into
But
into
see,
the
that's what we
medical
do
field.
here, actually.
Oh, I know.
We go in.
That's why
We do.
go in.
That's why I was like, I told him I was gonna bring my PR agent, which is my daughter.
there's nothing wrong with that though.
Bring my PR.
Cause she'll keep me under control because I can go deep and end up saying stuff that don't need to be said.
Okay, but that's all of us.
I was
feel
about
like
to
you
say
have
that's
to-
everybody, yo.
You
Like,
have to be able to express those things sometimes. There has to be certain areas where you can say it and where you can't.
Right.
But I do
Well,
think
that's
this is one
also
of the
too
places
what we got.
want.
That's also too what we got a podcast next door.
Oh, that one's called Big Mouth Big Money. So that's a different one.
So if you like to just talk shit and go off board like you said,
See,
That's-
that's
we
what
got
I
to do
don't.
it.
we got a podcast.
She's like, I don't
for
want
that,
to.
too.
I want to.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
But we can do. We have
Like,
some
I don't
talks
need
in
to
here
do
too.
that.
We have conversations in here sometime, and it goes. Right.
Yeah.
We try to bring it back, but I mean, we just want you to be yourself because I think
Yeah.
the most important thing is for them to know you on that level because it makes you more personable to people.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you
this
have
is
a
true.
brand, and it's like great. We love that you're doing this and that, and it's dope. But what do we really know about you? People will mess with you just off your personality and just because they like you.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I put
know?
it like that's very true, and the reason why she's saying that, like, why I'm saying it's true is because, like
Excuse me. I'm
like
just-
before I started doing the podcast, I was just doing like video game streaming and stuff. I've been video gaming since I was a kid. I'm in my 40s now, you know. But anyways, though, my gamer tag or what I go off of, it triggers people.
Yeah.
And it's just a name. I mean, well, it's not a name; it's a phrase, but it triggers everything.
What is it?
Your boy a real one?
And it triggers people.
Oh, people be like, "Oh, nah, you ain't real.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
ain't
could
a real
see that.
one.
I could see
you
that.
ain't this. You, oh yeah, look, yeah, it triggers the hell out of people. I'm
I
like,
can see
yo,
that.
how you triggered off a phrase?
Yeah.
it's just a phrase. It ain't even a name. It's just a phrase.
Phrase, right?
But,
I can see that.
But people just call me real, just for short. But yeah, people get triggered. Yeah.
But see, and that's exactly why I said that I need to learn because I know everybody's like, yeah, people gotta get to know you for who you are and da 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 da. But it will. Some of the stuff that comes out of people's mouth will deter people from you. You know what I'm saying?
It will. And on top of that, there has to be two sides of you.
Well, that's the reason why I chose my business name that I did, Beauty and Caprice, because there's two sides of me.
Like when we go into, like when I have to go and talk to certain guests that we have on, that I feel like, hey, you know what, I would really like to bring them on or chop it up with them in some sort of fashion. I should tell you, I dress up.
He does get
I'm
very
in a-
professional.
I'm
He gets
tied.
button up and everything.
All that,
I don't though.
And I play the
literally wear
role.
the same thing.
But then as soon as you see me here, shit, I'm got
Chilling.
the homies, got the blunt out, just going. You know?
They go up. On
Yeah.
But you just play the part.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's what I was saying, because I did a podcast last week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did it with it's my cousin's podcast, and we ended up drinking some Jack and Coke and
started saying some things.
Oh.
You know, I wanted to, by the end of it, the next day, I was like, man.
Don't place that. Don't play in public.
I'm like, man, I got to tell him, let's do a redo.
And
my daughter, that's why I said she's my PR agent, because she was like, well, what are you so worried about? And I said, Nene, I was cussing like a sailor. And she was like, it's okay, they can edit it out. And then she goes, I said, nah, they would have to edit like every sentence.
The whole thing.
This is exactly what she did. She said, Mom, was you really acting like that? I said, I was saying some crazy stuff. But that's why I kind of appreciate when you hit me up and you were like, bring your stuff. Because I was like,
yeah,
I want them to see the business side. That was the fun, beastie side.
Right.
This is the actual business side that I want people to see.
Of course.
You know.
Well, you got to bring your products because I feel like they're quality products, and I feel like it's important.
You can go ahead and test it if you want to see.
I ain't finna do all that.
If you want to talk about your product, I feel like you got to showcase them.
But I think it's cool though that this is a magnet.
Isn't it? That's what I said. That's dope because she can interchange colors. Your wife or anybody.
If I did makeup, I would probably have something like this. You know, like
I would.
I think this is dope. But and you already answered the question I was finna ask you. Is like, you know, are people able to go and pick out colors and put in here? But you answered that in one sentence. So I was like, well, I
don't have to answer that question.
Like, ruin my damn question.
Well, she actually answered a lot of the questions because it was like, where do you want to go? What do you want it to be?
Let the people see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's super dope, man.
Yeah.
So what do you do now?
Check it out.
Until this becomes your bread and butter where you don't have to do anything else. What is your current occupation?
My current occupation is a banquet server.
Okay.
I'm a jack of many trades. I've been selling most of my life because I've been carrying this job as a banquet server for the last 10 years, but I also have carried a full-time job because with my banquet serving, I probably do that max 6 times out of the month. Some months I don't work it at all. So, but you know, I started off selling makeup, and then I went into selling timeshare, and then I sold business insurance. And actually, it was January 2020. I had gave up selling business insurance, and I said, I'm just going to carry only my banquet serving job and work on the business. And that was going to be my bread and butter, and then the business. And then boom, what happened the next month? COVID hit.
Okay.
So your girl been broke.
Haven't we all though?
Yeah,
it's not just you. Trust me.
I'm barely getting back into working because they barely opened up banquets. They opened up every other position except banquets. They opened it up in the summer of last year. But of course, you know, these big businesses weren't into spending that kind of money on, you know, the conventions, not knowing if their people were going to make it or not. So, but now we're finally getting back to normal, so I'm getting back in the groove. I actually went to work today.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to, I thought I was going to have to cancel because, you know, I was tired, but, because I've been up since 3 a.m.
Oh, Lord. Girl, well, thank you for...
All of a sudden, you know, I got a little energy all of a sudden. I was like, I'm excited. So
she got that adrenaline
I'm
pump.
so glad that she came anyway, because she could have been like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to be able to make it.
It was a rough day, too, and they was working my butt.
I believe it, girl. That's
and you created this logo and everything?
Yeah, I created that logo on myself. Put it together.
The words and the italics and all that.
But look how do you see the contrast in it? Because there's almost like a devil and angel thing going on. Is that kind of the concept?
The name is Beauty and Caprice to kind of go along with Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
So you're exactly right. It's goes
a
with
play on the
good
and like that duality of things.
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
Caprice.
So we trying to make you the Beauty, huh?
So what?
You said Beauty and the Beat. No, I'm
but
just
no, the
messing
funny
with
thing,
you,
the funny thing about it is, it does play on my personality. You know, there's
You see?
a beautiful side, and then
That's
there's
why I said, you
a
trying to
beastie
be the-
side.
The
But
duality.
to what you just said though, to make me the beauty. The truth is, I've never wanted to be the face of my business. I've never wanted to be the face of my business. I've always wanted to work with a partner or multiple people and have them be the face of the business and me just be the brain behind it. I've never wanted to be the face, but because of the timing and because of situations, I kind of had no choice but to say, well,
It's me.
I need a model, and it may as well be me. So,
And then
right.
add in the fact too, you just can't, you know, not everybody's gonna, you know, just want to jump on board. Because, like, for example,
I'm glad
when
you
I was
said
doing
it.
this podcast,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't want to do it alone, and honestly, I just fell into it. Like,
Yeah.
I was supposed to be helping him do his podcast, and then, you know, somehow he wasn't feeling like whatever. He was like, hey, you know, over here. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. We'll see what's up. But it just somehow came about. But the thing was is that I also didn't want to do it alone, and you know, I always wanted a partner. So I know how you're feeling about that. Because for me, like, I didn't want to be the face because I kind of felt like people didn't like me.
Why?
I know people don't like
probably
me.
self-conscious or whatever, or the
know.
fact that I just
Damn.
keep it straightforward and honest and whatever.
Well,
whatnot.
you know what? Listen, you don't have to do it alone, brother.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if people like me or not, but I just don't give a damn.
Right.
So guess what? Here I am. And
Right.
you don't have to. You don't have. It don't matter. But I think it's dope because for me, I was the same way with the bus thing. I was like, "Ooh, God, I gotta show them me.
Yeah.
I gotta, you know." And that's what people kept saying. They was like, take a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Show the people who you are. And I'm like, no, it's not about me. It's about the kids. And
It
the bus
is
and all
about the
that.
kids, but what I will say is your personality and your look,
Right.
like, you're really, really cool.
Oh,
so
thank you.
it would help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're definitely, like, I can tell you right now, if my daughter met you, she would gravitate towards you too,
Oh,
because
that's cool.
you know, she's a little version of me. She's kind of like
that. Yeah.
she's cute, but you know, we
Still
got
got a
that
little
energy.
something.
Yeah.
You know, like a
So-
little tomboyish hood thing to you.
Exactly,
And I know
exactly.
this. And I'm like, I accept
she got
it.
them rough edges,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh, my son will tell you. He had made a comment about how everybody does what she says and doesn't realize it, and then like 10 minutes later, like, he pointed that out to me, like, whatever she tell you to do, you do it. And then like 10 minutes later, we were in a restaurant, and she literally told this boy to sit in his chair right.
Your son?
She told my
He
daughter
laugh-
told
he laughing,
him
he like,
to
oh my
sit
God.
in his chair right, and if he didn't straighten up and get it together right, and I'm
So
gonna
she got
show
that
you a
mommy
picture
energy.
of my daughter. Yeah, she's
Shout out to your baby girl.
No, so she wanted me to send you a message. She told me to reserve the bus for her birthday. She needs a couple. No, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my
okay?
God,
I'm
this
gonna
is
tell you.
this is really. I'm getting
Yeah.
this message.
She
Okay.
said she needs a couple of slots for the party bus, and they need to be dropped off at the what is it, the Golden Nugget, because she's gonna get a hotel room. And I said, have you
How
ever
old is
been?
your daughter?
She's 9. I said, have you ever been to the Golden Nugget? And she goes, no. I said, it's kind of like a little bit of hood. She like, I don't care. That's where we stand. I said,
Oh,
okay.
well, deliver the message to
So-
her.
so-
We don't drive it anywhere. We
Okay.
don't drive them. We
I was
just
about to ask that
pull
too.
up to where you want us to come to, and then we throw the party there. So we don't transport the
Okay.
kids.
She ain't
because
finna pull in front of the Golden Nugget though.
I can't pull up in front of the Gold Nugget, but what I can do, I definitely can pull up somewhere by there. We can make
And
it
walk
happen.
it from
Walking
Yeah.
distance,
And
you
she'll
know.
take
She
it.
can walk it from there, you know, and
That's my baby.
oh my gosh, she's cute. Hey, baby girl. And look, she looked like a little boss too. She's like,
yeah.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's crazy though, Caprice? I would have never known that you had 2 kids, almost a grown one and a 9-year-old, because you look young. So I never would have known that your kids were, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look young enough to where you wouldn't have them. But I'm like shocked by that because I didn't know that, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
she's a cutie pie.
I'm fortunate to be kind of aging backwards, so
that's how I feel. I'm like, I don't even look old. Thank you. Almost 40, so let's do it.
Almost 40
this year. I'll be 40.
Wow.
The gray hairs like to say it, but the rest of me doesn't.
I ain't seen
everything.
Gray hair.
Oh my God, I do. Y'all ain't seen this. This a retwist. That's what.
Okay.
That retwist I hide it real good. They in there somewhere, but I mean, nah, it's, you know, it don't crack. So
yeah, you look totally young. I would have put
you too. That's what I was thinking. But no, this is like, so okay. Do you feel like when she's old enough, is this kind of your legacy for her too, or is this just like,
I don't have a choice?
You have to.
I don't have a choice at this point. This girl is so into
what you're doing,
the business already.
That's dope.
It's amazing, and it's also kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, dang, I can't fail. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You won't.
The same time though, don't never look at it as a failure
Oh, right. This is his favorite thing to say. Go ahead and give her the science beat, because you know.
I mean,
he's got a whole philosophy with the failure thing.
Here, I'll show you.
He got a whole quote, and it's a philosophy of like.
I mean, you know,
why we shouldn't say that word. And I'm like, well, and I was like, what about like challenge? He's like, I like that better. But yeah, he has a whole thing with that. But I don't think you will. I think that like that's a motivation for you to be successful with it, because you do have somebody that's looking at you to see your steps and to be like, I'm leaving this legacy to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a choice. That's how it is with the bus for me. It's like, well, this all I can do. And I feel the same way, like, oh, this gotta work. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's like, this is the legacy for you guys, so that when I do retire or it's a wrap or whatever, you get to a certain age, you have something that you can choose. You have a choice.
Right.
They don't have to go get a job like what we had to do, or they don't have to grind for somebody.
Right.
They can have the option to say, well, I'm a mogul already.
Right.
And I was born into that, which is generational wealth. You're building something for them as a foundation. And the dope thing is all other nationalities do it.
Right.
And I feel like we don't do it as much as we should.
Exactly.
So definitely kudos to you for that, because I'm in that same mind frame with my kids as well.
Exactly. So. And that's another thing that I've always struggled with. Like, for me to even, it's really hard for me to put my big picture into context. And then when I do try to put my big picture into context, it's a lot of people that they just don't get it, or they just don't see it, you know what I mean?
Like you do.
And it's just kind of like, well, why wouldn't you think that our people are able to create something like that, you know?
But that's what they say, though. It's crazy, because it's a Steve Harvey quote or whatever on Instagram, and he was like, you want to kill a big dream? Tell a whole bunch of people about it.
Right. Let me tell you something.
Like, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. I've learned that, to be honest with you, it's always been a challenge for me to even know how to put it into words. And so I came to the realization, like, there's a reason that you can't put it into words. It's because it's not meant to be told. It's meant to be accomplished and done. You know, it's easier for me to go out and do it than to explain to somebody. You know what I mean? So,
and it's just, and like, that's the thing is for you, like, you know, when people have visions of something, you ever know this person, like, well, I had a vision last night. You like that one?
Yeah.
Like, if you
like, no is the next opportunity. I like all that.
I feel like if you fail, never give. Oh, y'all, you need to read this to the people, man. Why are you leaving this? This is a gem. This is a jewel you need to drop for the folks. Let me read it. If you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. And is not the end. In fact, and means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember no means next opportunity. Positive thinking.
I feel like that's a quote that needs to be read in a chair in front of the camera very
You need to
serious.
turn around to that
and give the message so it hits home. You know,
Gotcha.
You gotta sit and
with your professional button up. You know,
Right.
Disclaimer, everybody. We're gonna
Like
drop
some old
jewels.
Mrs. Rogers stuff today, guys.
Exactly.
My nice little high-end chair.
Exactly. That's deep. No, but I like it, and you gotta have stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that is real.
My child calling you.
It really is.
Well, I mean, you got to look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of people, like, I'll use myself as an example. You know, when you have so many things go wrong that you're trying to attempt. A lot of people, you know, will take like, oh, I'm a failure. I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? And they fall into depression.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
I teeter on this all the time.
Yeah, so you know, you just got to look at things differently. And like, for example, myself, you know, like I suffered from depression before I moved out here, and I just moved out here last summer. And so, you know, like going through, you know, like depression and not having that compassion for yourself, you know, it can drive you over that edge.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just people, you know, they help you try and look at things differently. And then with that being said, you can help somebody who probably is going through depression just by helping them, you know, as far as like most people who go through depression is because like they're not succeeding in something, or everything that they're doing in life like is just everything crumbling, like blam blam. So they just need something good to happen.
Yeah. And
you know, maybe something else good to happen. Just a constant flow of, you know, good things happening. And the only way a lot of that can happen is by positive thinking. So
and that has been my journey, to be honest. So I kind of came to a crossroads recently where it was like, okay, you can go all in to the business again, because that's what I've been doing, but I've been running into these setbacks that set me back. You know what I mean? And I had to come to the realization that I've actually been using my business to distract me from the building that's burning behind me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I tell you I went through a lot, like once COVID hit and they shut down, everybody was getting unemployment. I wasn't getting unemployment.
I didn't get it either.
But I was entitled to it. But I wasn't getting it because I had quit that full-time job a month before. And they take that as you didn't lose your job, you decided to give that up. And it's like, but wait a minute, I had another job that I was working, and that is the one that got shut down, so why wouldn't I be entitled to it? But so I was living off of my savings for a while, but I had to give up my place, and I've been living with family members ever since. And like you said, that has been, I was going through a lot of loss. And so every time I would hit a roadblock in the business, I just felt like giving up. But then at the same time, the business has kept me distracted from that as well, because then I'll just try something different and go a different route. You know what I mean? And but yeah, I just came to the realization where it's like, okay, I might have to go a different direction in the business just so I can get this other stuff taken care of, and then get back to the business and really do it how I want to do it. But I have to get my family and stuff taken care of instead of, because it just got to a point where it's kind of like I was avoiding it. Yeah. You know, and focusing on the business. But I'm really proud of how far I came.
You should be. But the other thing is this too, is sometimes the family, all that over there, sometimes you gotta sacrifice that. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Yeah. Like, just off rip, one of the things as far as being an entrepreneur is grasping the fact that you are going to have to sacrifice. Yeah. You are going to have to lose something to gain something. It's just what it is. And what you're going to lose is your time, which involves the family. So, I mean, it's just like, for example, my wife right now. You know, my wife, most of the week, she kind of doesn't see me. She works during the day. She works from home. And then I'm at work. I do surgery for a living. And so, like, but I'm at a good spot right now where I got a good work-life balance. So, but before that, like, I was working 10-hour days, having to do call, which ended up being like 16, 17-hour shifts, you know, stuff like that. And so, you know, I end up, one, you don't want to do 9 to 5s. You're like, yo, I want my own shit, for one. And then two, you're like, okay, well, if I do decide to start my own business, what is it that it's going to require? Well, one, it's going to require a lot of your time. So you're going to have to tell these individuals either A, you want a successful me, or B, you want a broke me.
Well, this is what I'm saying. That's why I have to take time away from the business. Well, I'm not gonna say that I'm taking time.
Alrighty, boss.
You gotta
Something
go.
happened. Yeah, man. My neighbor, her husband is the cuckoo, her ex-husband, and he's beating on my door. My
Oh
kids are
no.
So I have to go and handle some business. But I will be in touch with you
Okay.
after this interview, and I will make sure everything went well. I'm sure it will, and
Yeah,
I'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure you let me
I'll
know
text
that
you.
the kids is all right, you
But
know.
I'll be back tomorrow. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh dang. All right.
Oh, let me give you a hug. Hugs. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting
And it was
me.
so nice meeting you. Let me give you a hug.
Oh
sweetie.
dang, we getting late. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Y'all, it's wrapping anyway. Y'all keep
Yeah,
on going.
yeah, we usually keep
And
it
I'll
about an
definitely
hour to
watch.
an hour and a half.
Okay.
Bye, you guys.
See
All
ya.
right.
But overall, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, lose something.
Yeah.
And even then too, like, even with my kids, because like I've had so many things that I've tried to attempt and failed at. Well, let's go another route with it. Seems how this ain't working.
You can't say that.
You can't. You're right. You got to look at it differently. You know what
Next
I'm saying?
opportunity.
Because when you look at it like that, do you do the same mistake twice?
No, you don't. Sometimes you do, but
Sometimes you do, but it's because you know you gotta well I didn't see that second thing that was coming.
Exactly.
Okay, well we'll get ready for a third time for it to
Right.
come through.
And now you know better.
Right, because sometimes there is like a domino effect where this one hit. Oh, now this one's about to hit. Well, okay, well that's what happened with businesses. You know, there's going to be those domino effect hits and whatnot. But still, and yet, what comes with business and comes with success is you're going to lose time.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose family, and you're going to lose friends, and you're going to lose time, and you're going to, you know. But at the end of the day, it's not because you're wanting to, you know, sit your ass at home and just be all crammed up in the house all day long, or you know, secluded, or whatnot.
I like being crammed up in the house and secluded.
Oh, I'm a homebody myself, but still, you know, you're gonna have to lose something. This is why I always tell people, like for example, you know, there's been a lot of people that I came to, for example, this podcast. Like before, with Nikki, I was interviewing her when I asked her to stay because
so y'all, that's what I wanted to ask. Y'all didn't know each other prior to?
No, I interviewed her like we doing right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I liked how, you know, one, she's smart. She came off very smart and intelligent, and I was just like, okay. And then two, I liked how she spoke, because with being on camera, TV, you can't just speak any damn way.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
And even myself, I'm guilty at times where I have to like catch myself and reel myself back in. Like, yo, you gotta be TV ready. Like, there is a such thing. You gotta be TV ready. You can't just be hood. You can't be this. Even though we do have episodes where, we just chilling and I'm smoking up one, you know. But fuck, everybody in my OR smokes, so they don't give a shit. But it's just a matter of a time and place. That's really what it boils down to.
I was gonna ask you that. I was like, do you ever worry about that with the job and then with the?
Honestly, you know, I'll be real frank with you. The first hospital I worked with, because I'm originally from Denver, Colorado.
Okay, I got family out there.
And,
that's where my auntie is.
Huh? Oh, out there?
She's in Parker, Colorado.
Oh, okay, that's a little richer.
Yeah.
A little nicer neighborhood. I was more inner city, so, but, what the hell was I saying?
You were talking. I was asking you. Are you worried about the podcast?
Oh yeah.
And
so my first facility I was working at, I literally had my boss, like my supervisor, whoever. I don't know, because in the hospital it's different. Like it's weird, but anyways, he was just like, 80% of the staff smokes. And then I was at my second facility, and I was just over listening to conversation. Somebody else was just like randomly, like 80% of that, probably 80% of the staff here smokes. And I'm just sitting there like, but let me say I smoke. You know what I'm saying?
then
like,
it's gonna be a different
it's a
story.
problem,
Yeah.
you know, because there is a lot of racism in healthcare. There really is.
It's everywhere you go.
It is, but you wouldn't think it'd be in healthcare.
You wouldn't think it'd be in a lot of things.
But I say this though, COVID exposed a lot of that. It had a lot of people exposing more about the racism that's going on and stuff like that.
See, we got to do a totally different show where we go into Caprice's conspiracy theories.
See, there you go. we got those. We got those on Hot Topic Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call Hot Topic Thursdays. We just get on here, we pick a topic, and we talk about that topic for an hour and a half.
Because I know some of the families that I'm not going to sit up here like I'm bumping elbows with these families, but I know some of the families that knew Donald Trump. They were close to Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And there were a lot of signs of things happening while he was in his presidency, undercover, you know what I'm saying, that was happening with policies on the strip, things that were happening on the strip that showed that something was coming. We didn't know what was coming, but we seen that there were things happening. And there was a series of events that ended up happening that all coincided, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I like to talk about things like that.
See, that's another thing what we like to, we do that here, but we also got Big Mouth, Big Money, which is the same thing, you know.
So that's your other podcast? Or is this the one that
my partner does that one over there. My cousin James, he does that one over there. I think he got somebody over there right now, as a matter of fact. But I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, he has it over there, right next door, right here across the hallway.
You know what? And I just want to tell this story really quick. And I'm sorry it popped up because you said the whole race thing. Mm-hmm. I had it. That's another reason why I said I want to be the Sephora, the Ulta. Because when I was working for Macy's, I had an incident where the girls from, because I was a counter manager. But my counter, I worked for Fashion Fair. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a legendary black, I don't know if it's the first black makeup company, but it's the first legendary one, right? Okay. And I was a counter manager for them, but there was another one where it was a bunch of Filipino girls working for the other company, and they were playing DMX on the makeup floor, and the whole floor, like, everybody was having a good time. The customers were rocking. Everybody was having a good time. But it just so happened that the general manager came down while they were playing DMX. Mind you, my makeup counter is way over here. The music is coming from over there, and it's in their counter. She came and spoke to me about the music, telling me, you know, this is inappropriate. I don't know why you're playing this. And I'm looking at her like, how are you even saying you don't know how I'm playing it when I'm over here and it's coming from over there in their radio and that's their CD? Like, you know? And that's one of the biggest things. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start my own makeup company. I'm going to have my own store where they can play DMX and it's going to be normal. Nobody's going to feel like it's not normal. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is you got to realize too, and this is only because like I'm mixed with black and white, so like, and then I work in healthcare, so I see a lot of this white bullshit that go on. A lot of it is we just gotta get rid of the baby boomers. We really do. I mean,
it is.
And their hate is they're teaching their hate along the way. Mm-hmm. So, like my mom was arrested for dating my dad. Mm-hmm. Our parents literally had her arrested for dating my dad. Because back then, yeah, it was illegal.
Yeah.
To be interracially dating and shit. But, yeah, like, it's crazy. And then I've sued doctors for racism when I was a dental assistant. But, yeah, you know what killed... Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. But the facility I'm at right now, though, to be honest with you, like... I'm at a surgery center, so, you know, we just do a lot of elective surgeries, so it's not like a hospital, you know, where you just come in there, you get a lot of stuff done, but now, you know, I really love this place, like, I really like it a lot. I got 2 female co-workers who are surgical techs like myself, and, yo, they're cool as shit, yo, like, All my previous co-workers in this field was just fucking asses, yo. Like, just cutthroat. Like, goddamn. But no, these two girls, you know, they real cool, yo. They real laid back. They sit there and talk to the doctors about edibles they take, you know, and shit like that. And I mean,
that's cool.
They didn't drug test me when I got hired there, so I was like, wow, this is new. Because every facility that I went through, I had to go through a physical, drug testing. I had to go through credentialing, which takes like a month and a half. Like when, in healthcare, it takes so long to just start the job itself.
And you know what? That's what, like you said, COVID has changed a lot.
Well, it was like that even before COVID.
Well, I'm just saying it has changed society.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
yeah, it changed society. Yeah,
like even with jobs, like honestly, well, because Macy says they go by your schedule, but what they really do is ask you when you're available, and if they feel like working with that, either they're going to give you the job or not, which is always how it's been. But they try to put it in a way. But it is where we now have these jobs where you're not really obligated to a 9 to 5. You can still make money whenever you're available. And that was another reason why I wanted to start my own business, because that structuredness that we had in the past, it's really built off of a slave system. It's really just a slave system.
I mean, this whole tax thing is a slave thing too, you know.
It's just in a different package.
They just word it differently. Wording matters, and then add in the fact too that they defund the education system every year. So the more they dumb you down, the more you can't question shit, because you're just too stupid.
You don't know.
You're just too stupid to know.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird, because it's like this generation, they're smart stupid. Well, every generation, I guess you could say, is smart stupid. But like this one right here, you could ask him a random fact. He got random facts for days. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna call my baby dumb. He just make dumb decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know that if you don't wash the dishes properly, you got to do them over again. You know, type of thing.
I be having to throw threats at my kids like, I will take every dish out of this damn cabinet, man, if you do not wash these things right, yo.
Oh, he know.
They be looking at me like, yo, you better not fucking do that shit.
Listen, I'll wash my dishes and then leave those are your dishes. That's what you want. You gonna eat off that dirty dish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He know.
Oh yeah, they be looking at it too like, yeah, I did just zoom right past that one and threw it up in the cabinet. But no, now as far as beauty by Caprice though.
Beauty and Caprice.
Beauty and Caprice. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was Beauty by Caprice. See, I was looking at the
Nikki misspoke earlier, but it is and like you just gotta think Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and Caprice. So
let me ask you, how can they find you?
www.beautyandcaprice.com. The word and Caprice.
What about socials?
Same thing. Instagram, Beauty and Caprice. Facebook, Beauty and Caprice. And Snapchat is Beauty, the letter N, Caprice.
And you got this logo on there as well? So y'all see it, check it out.
It shouldn't be hard to find.
I can't really see because I don't even have my things zoomed in here. Let me do this.
Here. Listen.
Now we can see.
I got you right here.
Oh, look, she came ready, yo. I just wasn't set up properly like I should have been.
Oh, you can zoom.
Wide.
Okay.
Yeah, my screen was wide, so I can't see what they see. You know, now I can see what they can see. But yo, check this out, Beauty and Caprice. You know, we got the little roses in the middle there. Again, I do like this right here. This is dope. You gotta check this out. You know, Beauty and Caprice.
And I forgot to mention my YouTube. Yeah, I got a YouTube too. So
she got
tutorials
IG,
there.
Facebook, YouTube, and Snapchat. She gotta get the TikTok though. You know.
And you know, everybody keeps telling me to get on the TikTok.
I like the TikTok.
Yeah.
I like the TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. I don't dig the Snapchat too much, but I like the TikTok.
Yeah. I feel like TikTok is just a different version of the Snapchat.
It really is. I mean, they all really just the same. It's just a matter of, you know, which one is cooler.
I created a TikTok. I just haven't gotten into making the TikToks. So.
Well, I mean,
it's a lot.
Social media is a lot, yo. When you're dealing with your business, and then trying to post and share. It's very time consuming. Like I deal with it with this. Like, yo, I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna hire somebody because god damn, it's really time consuming, and then it's also mentally draining.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I always go on hiatus. People are always drilling me, like, you gotta give it all you got. You gotta post 3 times a day. Da, da, da.
Right.
Next thing, I'll post consistently for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I'm gone for 2 months because it's just overwhelming, and I'm already.
You gotta find somebody who loves being on social media like that, yo. Like, there's people out there who love that shit, yo, and just be posting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've hired a few people already because I have an esports team out right now, and I got like 15 to 20 people on my squad. But yo, yeah, like when I hired social media managers for that, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, you gotta. There's so much into it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, I just like, I gotta hire somebody. Like, fuck it.
And that's what I'm trying to work on, is bringing myself to hire somebody, because I'm just control. Like, I gotta control everything.
Well, you can. You still can. I don't know if you know about. Have you ever heard of the website called Fiverr?
Fiverr, yes. But then I find myself going through all of the, you know, comments and the reviews, and
you gotta ignore some of that shit.
Well, I mean, I don't run into anything that's necessarily bad. It's just like, I guess I get overwhelmed from choice, you know?
I put it like this. Let me show you. Fiverr, because I do a lot of the, you know, like the research going between so many people as far as like making sure, you know, they're good at what they do. I done spent probably a good couple thousand on this site.
Wow.
For just getting things that I needed. Like, my website was built by a person on here. That was probably the most expensive that I spent. Yeah, that was right there, as a matter of fact. I had 2 people. I had her. She's the one that knocked it out, because the first guy was taking forever. I was like, yo, come on, bro. Like, let's get this going. It's already a month past your due date. Due date, you know? Like, come on.
Okay.
I got her, and she knocked it out real quick. Like, in a week.
And see, my thing is, I sit there and I built my own website. I learned how to do all of that stuff. And I just have to get out of that mindset of doing everything on my own. I really do. Because it's...
You do. Like, and the thing is, too, is like, you gotta be willing to commit the money to it, too.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at it like, yo, like, do I really have the money? Do I not? Because you was somebody just like me working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you got the funds. But like, I spend, like this guy right here, I spent $200, well, $190 on him for a month, for the whole month. But this guy actually was there for like a month and a half, 2 months for me. Because the first month, you know, like you said, you want full control, you want them to do this, but I felt like there was something that he wasn't doing, and he was like real cool about it. Yeah, here, I add this many days to her, this many weeks, and he added to it and did what I asked him to do.
So as far as an Instagram social media manager,
it could be anything though. It could be Facebook. Some of them handle multiple accounts that you do.
But what I'm saying is, what do they just do the post and like, what do they create the content? Like,
well, you provide them like pictures, you know what I'm saying, video, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Now they because wording matters in marketing. It really does. There's certain things about marketing, especially with words, that catch people.
Right.
It could be a fucked up product, yo, but the wording of it just got people like, ooh, you know, like, oh my god, that's so great. And but it's all because they fucking word played you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But so like, and then on top of that, it's a matter of what time do you post. Right. Because time of day matters as well. Like, and that's what I was finding out through these marketers that I was dealing with, asking them millions of fucking questions, like, yo, this, that, and then also doing research. And then I also bought this one girl. Her name is Nitty Saran. She's 17 years old, but she makes thousands off of social media. And what she does is she created a course. And for Instagram on how to basically word things, on how to create how to make these financial posts look good and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, yo, it was actually very helpful. And yeah, I paid her $100 for it. I'm like, yeah, here you go.
Okay.
But it helps you, you know what I'm saying, instead of going through school. But even then, after learning all that, no matter what, it's still time consuming.
You still have to have,
And then when you're adding in, you're trying to concentrate on the product itself, and you're going everywhere else with it. You're gonna one day wake up and be like, you know, I'm gonna relax today, and the next thing you know, you're relaxing the next day, and the next day after that, and you're just like, yo, you can't do that when it comes to a business.
Exactly.
And so that's why it's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta break bread, yo. And then on top of that, it takes money to make money.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you ain't gonna have no growth without sacrifice.
Right.
So basically, what you're trying to do right now is own your time. And the only way you're gonna be able to own your time is by creating your own business, or you know, something like that creates you revenue. So, I mean, that's also why I'm trying to get out of surgery. You know, like I really like surgery and all that, but fuck, honestly, if I was at a hospital, I have no time.
Right.
It's dedicated to the OR, which sucks. But like this facility I'm at now, you know, like I was off work at noon. I was knocked out like, I think, what how many surgeries I did? Like seven surgeries?
7 surgeries?
Or it was like six surgeries. But you know, we knocked them out. I went in at 6, got off at noon. I was like, yo, I'm out of here. Hell yeah, I like this. You know, just that freedom of owning your own time.
And that's what, because with this banquet serving, that's kind of what spoiled me. Like, I just could not keep a regular 9 to 5 after working something like this, because I get paid gratuity. You know what I mean? And I think like last week, I had worked a shift where I was only in there for 3.5 hours, but the shift paid me $400. And when you, like, that kind of took me to a place of, I can't, like, literally when I used to sell timeshare, I think there was one day where I sold maybe 3 timeshares in one day, but they did something to piss me off, you know what I'm saying? And I just had that mentality of like, you know, y'all don't pay me enough to deal with what I don't want to deal with, you know what I mean? So that's why I said I always kept the banquet job and then other jobs as well, because I just always like that flexibility. But then COVID showed me like I did make the right choice to start my own business in the right time, because it also showed me with them, like, I've been working for this company, and it wasn't just them, you know, it was across the globe, where they required you to be vaccinated for a while in order to work. And it's kind of like, bro, I just gave you half of my damn life, and now you telling me I gotta take a shot just to come clock in, like, you know what I mean? And I do want to have that type of control. But just to go back to what we were saying earlier with our people just really don't know, we don't get to see really all the avenues and everything that goes into like building something outside of what we see. Like, we only see entertainment, and you know what I mean? I can't speak for everybody, but we can say as a general, like, most things, like even with sports, people don't realize how, like, you don't necessarily have to be an athlete just to make money in the sports industry.
Right.
You know, there's so many different things. And in my position specifically, with banquet serving, it aren't a lot of black people there. You know what I mean? There's like maybe 15. I don't know how I got back on that, but yeah.
No, you fine with it. No, you're right though. You gotta create your opportunities, and the big thing too is as far as you know, with owning your time. How can I put it? It's like it's funny, because it's like saying you own your time, but you also lose your time.
Yeah.
Because you're directed.
You gotta direct it and focus it.
And it's going elsewhere than besides like you hanging out and enjoying your day or something. You know what I'm saying? Which we would all love to just, hey, you know, today I am going to the beach. You know, like some of these rich folks do, but we ain't, a lot of us ain't got that opportunity.
To be honest, one thing that I did find, because it's kind of like
you kind of, when you go in your own direction, you kind of like giving your life up to, in my case, I wanted to be able to create an opportunity not only for me but for other people, like, because I seen how hard it was for us mothers, because we would think working in the beauty industry they would be a little bit more understanding that we're mothers and somebody's tripping at my door, so I gotta go, type of thing, and we don't have to feel guilty about having to take time off of work. So I wanted to create my own thing to where I give those opportunities to anybody really, to have that type of freedom with making income for their family. But then I realized that by me trying to give somebody else an opportunity, I'm kind of giving my life to that. You know what I'm saying? It takes you away from it. Basically, you're never not gonna have to work in this world. The way it works is you got to work.
Shoot, one day, forget all that. I feel you though. It's true. No matter what, you gotta work.
You have to
but
put in
damn,
the work.
I don't want to do that.
Listen, if anybody will tell you that if there's anybody out there in this world that does not want to work, it's me. I'll go to work and don't want to work and tell you I'm not about to work.
that's what I was about to tell you too. You were talking about the jobs and stuff about. It was about like, you don't pay me enough to worry about this. Well, when COVID hit, my surgery center and all that got shut down. I'm jobless now, and I didn't try and get unemployment, which I don't know why I didn't even try. Like, I'm sitting there, I didn't even attempt it, but I should have. But anyways, I have my 401 and I pulled some out. And I was chilling for a few months. And then I was like, I need to get a job. So I ended up working at Walmart, getting a job at Walmart. Man, I treated them like shit.
No, listen.
No. Like, I literally treated them like shit. Like, you would think that, like, how, well, I look at it like this. Walmart treats their staff, any company who don't pay their staff right, and it's just depressing to go to work. You're not treating your employees right. So you can't get mad if your employees don't treat the company right.
Right, exactly.
And if you're going to work, if you're going to pay cheap, then you're going to get cheap labor. That's how I felt, and that's what I literally gave Walmart. Because I experienced two things about this. Because, like, going to school, going to med school, and then getting into healthcare, it made me overqualified. And the only reason why I got hired at Walmart was because they needed,
they needed a body.
They needed workers.
Yeah.
Like, everything was shutting down, and people was going home. Nobody was working. Yeah. Everybody had COVID, whatever, whatnot. So, anyways, I was like, oh, wow, I'm surprised I got here. But after that, nobody would look at me. As soon as I turned in that resume, it was like, oh, forget him. This dude's overqualified.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to stay. That's what I was thinking. Then he's not going to stay. Just go to the next person. Or he's going to want too much money. Go to the next person. Which, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm going to want more money.
Yeah, it's funny because I was a pizza delivery for like 2 weeks.
She said for 2 weeks.
Like 2 or 3 weeks before that went down the drain, especially when I got there and they ain't have any hand sanitizer or soap. I was like, what in the hell? But I just think it's funny that you said that you were in the medical industry and then you
went to Walmart.
And I was like, man, I done did the same thing. I done took on some little odd and end jobs trying to figure out, just trying something
trying
new.
To survive or do something new.
Well, with the pizza thing, the way that I seen it was, because I wasn't, to be honest with you, like, I know how to make some stuff, but I was born and raised in the hood. I don't need a lot of money. I'm grateful for what, you know what I'm saying? I could make a shack into a home type of thing, you know what I mean? So when I took the pizza job, it wasn't necessarily because I needed money, but I needed something, I needed some gas money type of thing. But I also just wanted to have that freedom. I knew that you know, I would be in my car most of the day listening to my music.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in and out type of thing.
Like I ain't got a boss over my shoulder 24/7.
But the cold part about it was a young chick that was working there that was trying to be like that. And I was like, that's when I was like, listen here, ma'am. Back up. This ain't even Pizza Hut. This ain't even Domino's. This is a mom and pop shop. All right? Give me 10 feet.
Even if it was Pizza Hut, Domino's, like I told Walmart, they was like, Brandon, can you go put this back on the shelf? No. They'd be like, why not?
Right.
I'm a cashier. That's what I signed up for. That's all I'm gonna do.
And that's my thing.
And then it was like, well, Brandon, when you they would say something. I'm like, look, no. If you gonna have me do that, we need to talk money. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. We need to talk money. And they walk away every time. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, now he want to talk money. You goddamn right we going to talk money. Because you ain't finna have me doing multiple jobs.
Right.
And this and that. Like, for example, one day, they took me to the garden center. It was like, Brandon, move these bricks from this pallet to this pallet over here. I'm literally going, wait a minute. You want me to move bricks from one pallet to another pallet? Not from a pallet to a shelf, pallet to a display, a pallet to a pallet.
You just got me doing stuff to do stuff.
Right. I told him off rip, no. I was like, I'm a cashier. Well, you're under my watch today. I was like, I don't give a shit. My job title says cashier. Well, we can go back here and talk to so-and-so. I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
We went back there.
Oh, man.
We went to the back, got to the manager, the store manager, whatever. It was like, Brandon, you're under her watch today. You need to do that. I was like, no.
I'm notorious for let's go talk to the manager. I'll go get the manager for you. I used to get in trouble for that when I worked at a call center, because you know they don't encourage that. They don't encourage you. They want you to keep them on hold or tell them that the manager will reach out to them. I'd be on the phone. I said what I said. Do you need to speak to a manager? Because I can't go any further with you. I can't help you with this.
Oh, you better than me.
Oh,
no. You better than me. You wouldn't believe how many customers I literally cussed the fuck out at Walmart. Literally cussed them the fuck out.
Oh, see, no, that's what I don't have.
I literally had my management looking dead at me while I cussed one bitch out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'll tell somebody off with the quickness, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
even when I was clocked in, I'm talking about I was clocked in. Got the uniform on, everything. I said, "What you say, bitch?"
Oh, Lord, you called her the bitch?
I did. It was this white lady. She was she pulled out a Karen on me.
Okay.
She literally got this can of gourmet jelly, and she's body slamming on the self checkout thing. Cause I'm standing, you know, at self checkout Walmart, they got a big square, whatever, whatnot. I'm standing there and I'm got my hands in my pocket. Next thing I hear this bam, 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 bam. I look over and I'm like, yo, I'm watching this lady literally just slam this fucking jelly on the scanner. I walk over there, I'm looking at her. I just stand next to her too, just like for a split second looking at her. And I was like, you need help with something? Like, she goes, yeah, this jelly's ringing up wrong. I'm like, well, it's not going to change price by you body slamming it on this fucking scanner. She was like, well, it's not the right price. Like, well, you know, give it here. I'll go back and check it out. This is where everything went downhill. Right then and there when I said, you know, let me get it and I'll go and price check it. Yo, I start grabbing, I start walking away. Instantly, this bitch go, yeah, walk, not run. Yeah, just walk.
Oh,
I literally looked back at her and went slower.
Oh, wow.
Like, my asshole comes right out instantly. Like, shit, you gonna see the dick in me.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, I came back like literally 5-10 minutes later, yo. Because I was taking my time. But anyways, I come back to him like, look, man, you got the wrong jelly. This is priced right. You trying to get gourmet jelly for cheap or whatever, right? And she's like, some like, listen, man, it's the right price. And she said something. I was like, you know, I'm not even gonna argue with you. And walked off. Is that how you treat your customers? I was like, yeah. And she goes,
you see, that's what's happening.
She goes just like that. Well, that's why you work at Walmart. And I turned around, looked at her, and was like, excuse me, bitch?
Yeah.
She goes, well, that's why you work at Walmart. I said, first off, this is a second job. I'm a surgical tech outside this. I do surgery for a living. I make motherfuckers' lives better. Quality of life's better. And she goes, well, I got a good job too. Bitch, nobody care about your fucking job.
Right.
Because now I'm cussing her out. Management standing right over there looking at me. I'm like, nobody don't give a fuck about your job. I forgot her husband was standing right behind me. I'm dead ass. Her husband standing right behind me. I'm like, nobody gives a shit about your fucking job. That's why I didn't ask about it. But I do know one thing. You got a piss poor judgment of character. You're trash. You don't know how to see the book, the words inside the fucking book. You're garbage, lady. So take your punk ass carrying bullshit some fucking where else. I don't give a goddamn.
You went full-fledged on
You know, I did. I had one customer try to lie in front of me. I sat there and yelled in his motherfucking ear. Literally yelled in his ear. I don't tolerate liars, yo, in Walmart. Dead at the front. I don't give a fuck Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing was this. I even had one black lady, yo, pull a Karen on me, which was brand new to me. So I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, because I was going to tell you. I was going to say, as soon as would have said, I'm going to go check the price, I would have went black Karen on you.
No.
I'd have been like, motherfucker, I know what I seen.
Oh, I had one, yo, this black lady, yo, I'm in self-checkout by myself, chilling on my phone, no customers. This black lady tried to run me over with her basket. I'm leaning up against the thing, you know, the checkout, self-checkout thing. And I just see out the corner of my eye, this lady coming at me. I just literally just took a step to the side, didn't even pay her no mind, you know what I'm saying? Just kept going. And I walked over casually, without even breaking contact with my phone, just leaned up against another self-checkout. I'm like, these fucking customers is asses, right?
Yeah.
And next thing I know, she goes, sir. She's like, are you on break?
Ooh,
and I look at her, I was like, does it matter? And she goes, well, I mean, you're on your phone and everything. I was like, again, does it matter? Do you need something? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, do you need something? Like, you need questions answered? What? She's no. Okay.
That was a Karen.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
She goes, well, it's unprofessional. I was like, look, ma'am, look, Walmart don't pay me enough to care. Yo, black lady went just like this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wow. Ooh, oh, my God. I can't believe he said that. I was like, yes, I did say that. $12 an hour ain't enough for me to care. Let me tell you, I do surgery for a living. I get paid a lot more than this. They don't teach me or pay me enough to care for their customers. Yo, she called corporate. I had one of the customer call the police on me.
Oh, Lord. You are too much, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm an ass.
If they're calling the police on you and all that.
I done had a dude literally try and fight me one day in Walmart. And it was over something stupid, yo. I mean, dude was just trying to act down in front of his chick.
But that's what I was going to say. Walmart's a crazy place.
It is.
It's so wild.
Like, for example, on this situation, like, all I did was I was standing in self-checkouts. You know, again, I'm always in self-checkout because they knew I wasn't finna do shit for them over there, so we ain't got to worry about them. Yo, I'm standing in self-checkout. I just see this crumbled up paper fall at my feet. And I look down at it. And this dude went to grab it. And he looks at me. He's like, you got a problem?
Dang.
I literally went like this, like, what? It looks like you do, though. Like, the hell? And so, you know what I'm saying? He's walking towards this chick, and he's like, yo, he said something crazy, like, he's like, yeah, you don't want none of this problem or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm just watching him. Just watching him. I ain't even saying nothing to him, just looking at him. And his girl's holding him back, you know what I'm saying, pushing him back and all this, and he's trying to, you know, act all big and hard. And I'm like, and my boss, right when she was pushing him back, my boss walks up to me. He's like, yo, what's going on here? She said, what's his problem? I literally said just like this, I don't fucking know.
Oh, Lord.
Real loud so he can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he heard what she asked. I was like, I don't fucking know. Dude just dropped some paper, and I looked down at it. He's pissed. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, who is this guy, right? And so anyways, you know, his girl's holding him back and all this. I said, hey, don't act tough when your bitch is holding you back.
Oh, my gosh. You're ignorant.
I mean, yo, you can't act tough with me. If your girl is dragging you out the store, don't act tough with me, bro.
Yeah.
Don't act tough when your bitch is holding you back, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, he went apes. Lost a shoe. She still drug him out the store. I'm like, these people crazy.
Yeah,
people
are
crazy, though.
They are. I had an incident today where I had to look at somebody, and I'm like, because we were, you know, we have to refill. It was a buffet style. And when I tell you, we had hundreds of people hitting the buffet at one time. So as soon as we would drop some food, it would be gone within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I had a rack of steaks in one hand, and then I had some polenta in the other hand, and this man gonna stop me while I'm in the middle of walking these 2 empty trays that I just replaced, talking about, when are we gonna get some more vegetables? And I looked at him and I said, when it gets here, it's on its way, and kept it pushing. Like, I just don't understand the audacity. Like
you don't see my hands.
You don't
full?
see both of my hands, and I'm a small girl, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And in the tray of steaks, you could see it. These are some heavy ass steaks, and polenta is like basically cornmeal. It's also
That's
a very
heavy. It sounds heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy. It's like grits, and it's a big ass like tray of it. I'm like, you stopping me, asking me for some damn vegetables? Calm down. It's gonna get here when it gets here, or go to. It's literally 5 different aisles of buffets he could choose from. Go to the next one and get the damn vegetables if you want it that bad.
Shit, again, you better than me.
Yeah,
because I had one customer.
Your stories are very.
I had one customer come to me and ask me, "Is that register open in self checkout?" And I went like this.
Do it look open?
They all are open.
Yeah.
But you want this one? She
Right.
just looked at me.
People,
I
just don't get people. I really don't.
They a trip. But we finna shut it down though. We're wrapping up. We're a little bit over the time, but that's all right. Again though, before we do send you on your way, let the people know where they can find you.
Again, we could.
Because there could be some people that just came in. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. And you actually have comments going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so
I need
who you want to hire you?
See.
Who go to your school? You know these people? This is dope.
Oh, he talking about your son.
Really? Kavari, somebody knows you.
See?
Look at you. That's Smack you was talking earlier. He was asking me which podcast we were going on, and trying to get real detail, like where is it? And I'm like, it's not necessarily a huge podcast. And he's like, but the thing is, he's talking about, I'm not worried about how the reach and how big it is. I just want to know where it is. But then we come here and somebody knows you. So, but yeah,
somebody who's watching the stream
said
they knows you, but.
Instagram, Beauty and Caprice. Facebook, Beauty and Caprice. YouTube, Beauty and Caprice. Snapchat, Beauty, the letter N, in Caprice. And that's where, and www.beautyandcaprice. That's where you can make your purchase.
So, I also wanted to ask a quick question. So, do you have people selling your product for you?
No.
Do you have it in stores?
No. And that's kind of purposely, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I want to be the store. I don't necessarily want to be in a store. But
Maybelline got some Maybelline store, but they also got Maybelline in Walmart and everything else.
Right. So here's my thing. I've run into situations where the business just has to be right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat me like Maybelline. Everybody has to buy their product wholesale. If you're willing to buy the product wholesale, then that's fine. I don't necessarily want to have to go, keep that open end of communication.
Well, the thing is, though, is when you go on commercial like that, it's not wholesale; it's in bulk now.
Well, that's what I mean.
So bulk is going to be priced a little different. It's going to be cheaper because you're buying out in bulk.
Right. But that's what I mean. What I'm saying is, if the business is right, then I might mess with it.
Gotcha.
But the business has to be right.
I mean, of course, you got to. Because I'll give you an example why it's good that you're saying that. Like Amazon. They do a lot of their third-party sellers real wrong, dirty. Like, there was one person on there who was selling tripods, and they were booming. It was booming. Like, people was buying them up. Then Amazon went ahead and shut him down, developed their own tripods, and now is selling it.
Exactly.
So I know, I feel what you're saying by business has to be right.
Exactly.
And, you got to be able to make your profit, which a lot of those people aren't making a profit off of Amazon.
Right. And you know what? Because I know at this stage, profit might not be there because I'm interested in getting, just getting my name out as well. But like I said, the business has to be right. I don't necessarily want to have to keep checking in, to see how things are going. If it's set up and we can come to an agreement where, this is how I would prefer for my products to be presented, and this is the boom, bang, bing, pow. This is how the money runs.
So have you looked into like display printing?
I actually just started doing research on that a couple of weeks ago. So I am looking into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we about to shut it down. We ended it for the night. Again, we got Beauty by Caprice.
Beauty and Caprice.
No, why I keep adding this by? I'm sorry, guys, but it's Beauty and Caprice. Check out her stuff, man. I don't do the makeup thing, of course. I got my He-Man shirt on, but I know there's a lot of. I just know makeup is extremely popular.
It's $1 billion business.
You don't mess with a chick's makeup. So that's one thing I do know.
Mm.
And so, because it's expensive, yo. And yeah,
it is.
I done seen some chicks go AWOL over some makeup.
Mm-hmm.
You like,
it's
whoa.
It's an investment.
It's an investment. You're right. It's just like us guys in our video games. It's an investment. Don't be throwing my console across the room because you're mad at me.
Is that an investment?
My happiness is an investment.
This is true.
You see what I'm saying? Like, your happiness is your makeup. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Give us our damn video games. I'm
kidding.
Your
point. You made your point. When you said that's your happiness, I said, okay. Can't take nobody's happiness.
You can't take nobody's happiness. But again, guys, check out our website. Yo, check out the products. I'll be honest with you. One thing I did notice, I don't know if you sell it, but was how you did your eyes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yo, that's pretty nice. I actually like the color on you and everything. So
you.
that's also why I asked if you do makeup artists for makeup people or whatever, Like, do you put it on individuals? Because I was like, that actually looks pretty good. And I hate makeup, to be honest with you. Not like hate it, but
I get
as a guy,
I go through this debate all the time. Men don't hate makeup. It's that, there's certain ways that it's applied. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can appreciate natural beauty, but also men can appreciate when their women do themselves up. It's nice to have that every once in a while.
Don't get me wrong. It's great. We just don't want y'all deceiving us.
Yeah, that.
Because I done seen this TikTok video the other day where this lady, she looked like she was about 56 years old, made herself look like she was 25. I said, oh my God.
It was that much of a transformation?
It was, yo. I said, oh my God, yo. And she literally put on there, don't believe everything y'all see. Mm-hmm. And literally was like, yo, I'm looking at her like, yo, she looked like she was missing teeth, kind of, because,
I know what lady you're talking about.
And I was like, God damn, yo, she really hooked herself up. But then there's also those other girls, you be like, yo, you got, they might have, like, bad skin under there, and you like, damn, you put that makeup on, you literally look like Kim Kardashian now. Like, you really pulling the okie doke on us. But, I think, too, I think this is just my opinion, and I could be wrong. I think a lot of women are insecure for no reason when it comes to their looks. And I think, because of that, y'all do go and apply like the makeups and the hair and the eyes and all that. And we're like, we actually like it like this, Well, we do like the show though, because we do like it.
Let me tell
like
you
I
something.
want a trophy, like you know what I'm saying.
I got into a whole argument with a lady, and down there made her cry, and everybody turned me into a villain. But it is what it is. You talked on the wrong one,
right?
But it kind of was like she took her opportunity to say you wear too much makeup and you don't need it, and tried to say that I was insecure, but. When I was the way that I was introduced to makeup is different than it wasn't out of an insecurity. I am a beautiful woman with or without makeup. And honestly, for you to see me like this is every once in a while. I don't mind literally coming outside with my French braids in my hair, with a baseball cap, wearing sweats. That's how I am on a regular basis.
She said, but this right now,
this is a transformation.
This the business
yeah. this is the weekend me. You know, I don't walk around like this all the time. But it's not always an insecurity thing. Makeup is fun as hell.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that it's not fun or
yeah.
nothing like that. Because, like I said, I enjoy seeing how some of y'all, you know, do your makeup.
It's just like
now,
painting. It's just like painting.
Oh, yeah. Now, there is times where, like, and I think a lot of guys, they misconception it a lot. They like to exaggerate, embellish what they see. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a lot of women out there who don't wear a lot of makeup, but the dude would be like, yo, that's a lot of makeup. Or I don't like women with makeup on. For me, it's like, I want you, you know, to look good. You know, however you want yourself to look good. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't have any problems with women wearing makeup or anything like that. Like, but there's those times where you be like, yo, that shit is caked on there.
Caked on, yeah.
Like, that is caked. Like, girl, when did you feel like you was stopping? You know, like,
and I got some.
Did you run out and that's when you decided to stop?
I got
you
some
ran out?
homegirls that are cake faces and they know they cake faces. They don't give a damn.
And you can tell with other women, you know, when they're good makeup artists. Like, you know, like, really, you don't have it all over your face, but your eyes look great. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like I said with you when you came in, I was like, the first thing I noticed was your eyes. Well, one, I knew you were a makeup girl, so you know I was expecting something. That was the first thing that brought to me was the color that you used for your eye, and I was like, oh, I like that color. And like, I'm not even a makeup guy, but I like that. And that's one thing she's been showing me too lately is like, you're gonna be surprised. Like the pecans, I'm like, yo, I don't even like pecans. Oh, but these motherfuckers is good. You know what I'm saying? Then like your makeup, like, oh yeah, I like your makeup, but then you know, oh damn, I could see where you stopped.
Yeah.
Like you didn't blend it in well right there. You know, like
And I know women who don't like they like the fact that their makeup looks crazy because it gives them attention.
And I don't get that because there's times where I'm looking at it and you're like, yo, you can see it like right there all over the side of your shirt, girl. Like, yo, look, don't move.
Oh, man,
don't
I
move.
hate that.
Don't move, because if you move, you going to rock off
I
half
hate
your
that.
face.
I get so embarrassed when it's like a family gathering and somebody going to give me a hug. I'm like, hold on.
You about to ruin my shirt.
They be having a whole face print on the side of their shirt.
That's
Like,
it. Yo,
yeah.
Like that, now I'm like, yo, okay, you had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Yeah, right.
But no, there's a lot of because I'm into art, so and it doesn't matter what kind of art it is. It could be makeup art, because there's a lot of people who I've seen like, yo, they can really do a lot with makeup. I follow one guy on not Twitter, but TikTok. He's a makeup artist, but he does it where he might look like somebody else, like a character or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
that's what I was
cold with that.
Yeah, and that's what I was asking her. Like, what kind of makeup artist is she? She was like, I was like, does she like make people look like a tiger or whatever, whatnot? She's like, no, she doesn't, but she's really good with her makeup. And I was like, all right, let's check it out then. I'm always willing to bring somebody on.
And the thing that I want to say real quick too is like another thing. I don't know if you know what imposter syndrome is. It's like when you don't think you're as good as what other people think you are. I think I might suffer from that. But I think my claim to fame is because if you were to watch this video, I did this eyeshadow like this quick. It's only 3 eyeshadows, and it's nothing really great, about what I do. I think that's where my talent lies, because I see girls on Instagram and they do all kinds of shapes and stars and colors and stuff on their eyes, and I cannot do that. But I'm really, really great at taking something very simple and making it look...
Well, less is more.
Yeah.
Less is more. And well, I mean, I went to fashion design school in college. That was one of my degrees, but less is more. I mean, I was in fashion design since 6th grade. Sewing clothes since 6th grade and doing all that. So that's where I learned it from. Okay. And also, my love for art. You know what I'm saying? Because in fashion design, we had to, we had to have models and they had to look good. So they couldn't just wear anything. They couldn't just put on anything or, put on any kind of makeup. But, I'm a jack of everything.
Right. Gotta be.
I went to school for 4 different degrees. I know I was taking them all at once. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was terrible.
You better than me. I was never a school person.
I love information, and that's why I like this podcast, because you get a lot of information, and you can also give that information to others. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about this podcast is because like I meet a lot of music producers or managers, and I have an artist come in, they ain't got neither. I'm like, yo, I got a couple people who I
watched it, and I wanted to tell you that. I want to give you your flowers while I'm here. It's really interesting. Because what I do, I basically turn it on when I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? And
well, that's when most people turn on a lot of things when they're doing something. It occupies them. It's like turning on music.
Right. But I stopped too, and that's like with my cousins. His is pretty good too, but I just get shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, this is good, and it was interesting to follow the whole storyline because I remember you had a guest and you were mentioning how the other guest had took his comments way left field. And then I went back and I'm like, I gotta find which show that was. And then I found it. I'm like, oh, he must have been talking about him, about his views on, black people and their sexuality and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, it was entertaining. I just wanted to tell you that the show has been entertaining. Y'all are doing a great job.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
And he's a character. He's going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I have Pimpin' Ken coming on.
Okay, I don't know who Pimpin' Ken is.
Pimpin' Ken was either, but they told me to Google him. And I Googled him, and he's actually kind of like, have you heard of Kevin Samuels?
Yes.
He's like a Kevin Samuels, but more on the... And he's got documentaries out and all this shit, but he doesn't come off to me as like necessary as a pimp.
Okay.
He comes off as somebody who's like very informative. He has a lot of knowledge, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like sociology on human traits and stuff like that. And, even like with relationship advice and how dudes should act or what dudes should be doing. The same with chicks as well. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. Like Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels more against women though. You know what I'm saying? Which I think that's why he got a lot of viewers because people was like, yo, let's just go watch Kevin Samuels chew out some chick or something, right?
That's a weird culture to me though. Like that's so weird to me.
It is. But no. Pimpin' Ken, there was a few things that he said in one of his videos where I was like, you know what, that's a good point, yo. That's actually valid. I actually can dig that. So it's not like I don't want people to confuse like his name with like Don Juan Bishop, Bishop Don Juan, the pimp that be with Snoop Dogg and shit. He ain't like that. Although he does have like, stuff out there, Pimps Up, Hold Down documentary. So I don't know, but I didn't know who he was either until. Dude was like, yo, he wants to bring this guy on. I was like, all right, who? He was like, Pimpin' Ken. I was like, all right, just send me his stuff. He was like, Google him. I Googled him. I was like, oh, shit. This dude got all kinds of shit. Like, all right, just bring him on then. I'd be interested to talk to somebody like that, you know. So, he'll be on tomorrow. But he'll be here tomorrow, the guy that, we were talking about. But, yeah, he's an artist developer. He helps develop artists. And, he, like... I think some people words matter, yo. Words matter. You just can't say anything, and you can say it, but you can say it differently. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say it with that kind of hate or something. You know what I'm saying? So, and he wasn't. He. Oh, by the way, guys, let me go ahead and shut it down because we just keep going on and on.
Really could.
But yeah. Again, thanks for stopping by the spot. Appreciate y'all. Check us out tomorrow for Hot Topic Thursdays. We're going to have Pimpin' Ken on. Again, we got Caprice here with Beauty and Caprice. Check out her products. Go to her social medias and get her stuff, man, guys. That's what we're here for. So, those who's watching, we're here to promote and get people money.
Hey.
That's what it's all about, at the end of the day, is getting that money. So guys, again, thanks for stopping by. We'll be on again tomorrow night, man. Y'all enjoy y'all's night.
Peace.
Oh man, I know. Gotta get my buttons fixed again. That sucks. But
So are is this on Twitch or is this
we're all over the world.
YouTube? Okay.
Yeah, so I'll show you. So these are all the channels that I'm streaming to right now. You see it saying streaming, it's live. So I ain't even got my glasses. I need my glasses. But we are on Twitch.
I'm sitting here squinting.
We're also on Twitter.
Okay.
We got Facebook right here. You got D Live. You got YouTube. You got Steam. This is Nemo, which is in China, and this is Mob Crush.
Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't get to talking crazy about them Chinese people.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big market. They love makeup, yo.
That's who I get my stuff from, and they've been pissing me off, man. I could go deep into their whole world domination tricks and shit that we gotta be looking out for.
And then I plan on getting a lot more of these other channels, as you can see here.
Okay.
It's just I just gotta create them, and then whatever other custom ones I have. So just work on 'em. Right now. I just have the main ones here.
Okay.
So
Well.
and Nemo's in China. I know that for sure.